Nobody wants to go out of the cozy home or the luxury that we have in our homes without a reason. It can be anything, but there has to be a reason. Aimlessly, nobody does it. So, why they traveled? Invasions is, I think, a very big reason. We know about Mahmud Ghaznavi. It's a history that how Mahmud Ghaznavi came. He destroyed what's the name of the city?
Kannauj.
Kannauj. He destroyed Kannauj because he wanted something better to be built for him, and he destroyed the whole of Kannauj and took maybe around 40,000 people from Kannauj along with him. Okay, you will build a new capital for him, but they were Indians. They said no, we will not do that. So what happened? He was taking them towards Ghazni, and they were reluctant. He said, no, no, we are not going to build it. You destroyed us and we are going to build it, not build a new capital. No, no, that will not happen. They didn't agree. Then how long can you keep 40,000 people, giving them all, at least food one has to give? So they were just sold or they just scattered. Some people went there. There are different directions. There is not only one direction where the Roma traveled from India to other countries. Sometime I think, Dr. Bhatt, there can be an exhibition on Khan. Is a land that they respect so much. And in their mind, people say, oh, they are living, they don't want to come to the main ways of living and all these things. So they are not even over. Even if you accept 1,000 or more than that, whatever is the time, but still they are living. They are not absorbed into the community. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen with others. Whosoever travels like this, and over 1,000 years, it's not possible to keep one's identity. And because of that, because they were not looking like them, Hitler ordered that all those who are not like you, they don't speak, they don't, whatever the behavior, everything is different, they are to be killed. I have been in Croatia to the concentration camp where how many thousands of these Roma were killed, only one could escape. They have built a museum there, they have written their history, they have collected whatever they could to find that how these people were brutally killed. Just because they looked different, they behaved different, they thought different. Absolutely, I agree that they looked and thought differently. Because when I look at them, that still they are retaining their language, they are retaining their customs, which has become difficult even in India. In India, our minds are too occupied by English. Yes, it's a reality. Hindi is going down. Our national language is going down. People are not very careful about it, but they are. They have retained worship. For example, Devi, the Kali Puja. How they took these ways of worshipping, how they took with them the ways of living, rituals. Although many things are slightly changed, we have to do some research to understand. And the mindset is very important. They lived in open space. In India, I think at that time, being a warm country, and also I would say that I'm saying giving this statement on the basis of archaeology. Whatever we have discovered in archaeology is temples and monasteries and such things, sacred space. We haven't discovered huge palaces. Our kings, they were so powerful, wealthy, but they did